Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night and we are live from somewhere near the south of Croydon. Welcome to Pete Long's Golf Club Jazz. And now, will you please welcome in Studio 2 your host, Neil Kelly.
Yes, indeedy, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to what Saturday nights is all about, variety entertainment. It's good old-fashioned entertainment at its very best. Now, we are very fortunate that we are going to be starting off by whetting your appetites with your tummies, because we have got a gastronomic delight that is going to be no stranger to an Algerian Casbah, but with a Spanish flavour. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, can we please welcome our celebrity chefs that are here with us tonight, Khaled, Mustafa, and Lakhdar! Here we are, our Algerian stars of the galley. Now, talk us through, Lakhdar, what are we going to be creating tonight?
Well, basically, we are trying to prepare an Algerian typical paella, which is originated from southeastern Spain, Valencia, and we add in a few ingredients, very unusual, and but it will be really nice and tasty. La Picherie Casbah paella, made from scratch with fresh ingredients. You've got le lapin, which is rabbit, crevette, and chicken thighs. All the ingredients, a little bit of Moroccan spices which we like, and everything fresh, and we take it from here.
Now, this is the thing as well. These are all fresh ingredients which, whilst we're in this horrible COVID situation, these are all things that people will be able to get from their supermarkets and be able to recreate once they've seen just how amazing this paella dish can be. Is that correct?
It is, yes.
It is indeed. So, how are we going to get started? Talk us through the start, getting us going.
Okay, let's start with putting some nice, biggie. There we go. It's got 5 good.
So these are just your typical white onions?
It is finely diced, and some beautiful diced tomatoes finely, and some red peppers.
Some red pepper. We've had we've had onions.
Picked up this morning
and
from
tomatoes.
the allotment.
Is this your own allotment that you picked up?
It isn't. No, I'm just joking, I'm afraid.
The supermarket allotment.
Yes, it is. And basically, we put in some red peppers, as I said, fresh tomatoes.
Well, we've got some nice colour going in there, but
It's gonna be really, really soon. The chef Mustafa is gonna go the other side.
Yes.
To chop some the fresh lapin being caught a couple of days ago, but it's still fresh, basically.
Of course it's fresh.
There we go. You can see that.
Freshness at its
Nice
very best.
one.
So, what is it that you're putting in there?
I'm just putting the fresh chicken thighs.
So that's the fresh chicken thighs. So
Yes, it is.
very specifically, there's got to be the chicken thighs. Is that
Yes.
one of the best parts
It
of the
is.
chicken? You think?
Basically, the original paella is made by the chicken thighs and the rabbit. That's
Yes.
all. But we add in the crevette, we add in fresh ingredients.
Yes.
And some mussels as well. The chef is going to bring it right now. Please, Khaled, yeah, when you got time. And
So quite a mix of ingredients really. So you really have taken that paella and given it a bit of a
extras.
Algerian twist, isn't it?
That's right.
Would you
yeah.
say you've made it better?
Of course, definitely we will. I know the Spanish won't like it, but it is. We have the taste.
Yes.
And we're going to add some nice coriander, if you don't like coriander.
No.
And we add in fresh mussels, which is being caught this morning from Cornwall, and some clovis, which is the clams as well.
Yes.
So
No, it is. I mean, it is quite, like you say, it's the mix of the poultry and the seafood coming together, isn't it?
100%, yes. And this is lapin already diced by the chef Mustafa.
So
And you can see
At the rabbit
all
there, that's
nice
in
and
there.
bony here.
Yes.
And then you can add that.
Now,
you
is
can
that
get
any
some
particular part of the rabbit that you're using, or are you just in there and
in there, and that's it.
just use it? Any of the flesh that's there that's good to cook?
Oh, well done, yes,
It's
it
in there.
is, yeah. And here we go. We're going to add lovely fresh garlic.
Wow, no, that
You
is
can see it. This is
that's
a
a lot of garlic.
Beautiful, you can see. Lovely
Okay.
smell. And we're going to put a bit of nice coarse black pepper.
Yeah, in it goes.
This is the way we like it, basically.
Yeah. Obviously, back at home though, you're probably not going to have a pan as large as this. So
Yes.
you'll just need to adapt your quantities
That's
as you
right.
see fit, won't you?
Yes,
'Cause
it
this
is.
How much would you say this is going to serve? How many people
I
would
would
this serve?
say this serves about at least 20.
At least 20, okay.
Yes.
So most of you out there, probably not. So
No.
adapt your ingredients as
And nice
you need.
paprika as well, as you say.
A little bit
And
of spice and heat there.
exactly. Lovely salt.
Salt in there.
And you've got a nice, if the chef looks like, can you open that? This is beautiful saffron.
Oh,
Make sure
now-
you use a nice Iranian but much saffron as well.
That's your recommendation, is it?
Yes,
Iranian saffron.
It is, yes.
Yeah, nice and
That's
fresh
right,
as
yeah.
well. And that's going to add some real colour
Here we
as well,
go.
isn't it?
Oh, beautiful. And we've got the chicken stock. Khalid's going to get it, please. It's behind us. It's got a lot of saffron as well.
Yeah.
You can see. And then
There's
more
not
saffron as
actually
well.
that much in there, is it, really,
But
compared to
it's
the size
very,
of the
very
dish?
powerful.
Something
It's-
to remember, very
exactly.
powerful. So you don't need too much. If you were in a smaller dish here,
It's-
just a tiny,
It
small
is.
amount.
100%, yes. Okay, what I'll do basically, you got that down?
Oh,
Some
so
nice.
now I'm recognising those as tomatoes, but they're not the same as earlier. We had the
No,
salad
this is-
tomatoes.
yes, this is like, it brings a little bit of a flavour basically.
See, are these
The
sweeter
cherry
than the
tomato.
ones? So
It is sweeter and wrapped as well. So.
and left whole as they are. They're
Yes.
not chopped.
No, not
So
at all.
straight
They're
off the
going to
vine.
be dissolved basically. So they're going to be nice and cooked, a little bit of colouring. We do like it there. And then, not yet. And then we've got some chicken stock. It's been done as well.
I have to say, this is starting to smell amazing. If you've got smell-o-vision at home, give it a scratch, because this is beginning to smell absolutely amazing. All those fresh ingredients in there.
beautiful. That's it.
Just want to point out again, nothing frozen, everything
No.
fresh.
Everything. It's lovely fresh meat, white meat, and fresh mussels as you can see, the cameraman there, and the lovely cloves, the clams.
Clams,
I love
all
them
in
to
there.
bits. A lot of garlic as well.
yep,
And then you got
the prawns.
nice prawns. And if you pass me that Khaled, then you just
Okay,
throw
what have we got coming in now?
beautiful fresh shallots, which we have already there.
Okay.
And lovely red garlic as well.
Okay,
Here we go.
so a little bit more garlic. So you had garlic puree first, and now you've actually got
It is,
you've used
yes,
the garlic.
it is.
the bowl.
Lovely, lovely.
Yep.
That's a beautiful, isn't it? Basically, what we're going to do, Neil. Okay, Sainsbury's would like that because we promote the Sainsbury's, yeah? Italian arborio risotto.
Okay, so it's risotto.
Really, really
right?
good for paella.
So very
And this
key
is
that
it.
we don't use your ordinary garden
No,
like
no,
white
not at-
rice
no.
or wholemeal rice.
Not
Got to
at
be
all.
that risotto
Not
rice.
at all, not at all. It's lovely, this type of paella, if you have a lot of people at
Now,
home.
What would
That's
that be?
more, that, yeah.
More of the
people-
saffron.
More saffron,
Wow,
yeah.
this
Okay.
is. We're going on because that's a rare ingredient, isn't it?
It
But
is, yes.
beautiful.
And it is nice, something you can get, like a small tabona,
Yep.
whatever it's called, and a lovely tray like that, a pan, and then when you get like a family of up 30, 35, it's nice to do something like that, honestly.
No,
Even if you like a different meal, but it is really good. In the garden, beautiful cold drinks, that's lovely.
It is going to be lovely. I mean, probably, I think we might need a few heaters out there if we're in the garden eating now, won't we?
Yes.
A little bit cold right now,
Oh,
but this will heat.
I
There's
would
heat
recommend
here,
it
though.
unless if you've got nice beautiful heaters here.
We
You
do.
can see that?
That's
Those are
it.
nice heaters. Here
Keeping
we
us
go.
all nice and safe as well.
Beautiful.
But this is going to be great for out there in the garden. And so, how long would you say this kind of takes? How do you know when that meat is ready? Because obviously, for me, I have to admit, I'm a rubbish chef, so I wouldn't know when my meat is cooked.
Exactly. We've got a lot of experience to find out if it's done or not because you have to make sure that the chicken and the rabbit has to be really piping hot and cooked
Yes.
over 75.
All the way
Is that
through.
right, chefs? Yeah. And then if you're not sure, you just go and grab yourself from Sainsbury's or any superstores a nice probe. And then you just probe the meat
Ah, for
and
the
then you find
temperature.
out. Exactly,
Okay.
yes.
What kind of temperature would you be looking for
I
then?
will go for up to 82, is that right?
82. So
Yeah,
if you've got a probe at
75.
home,
Exactly.
about 82, that will
Exactly.
get us in there.
Make-
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
We've got that cooking. Now I know
That's
it's going
right.
to
That's
take a
the probe
while.
you can use,
You
which
can
is
get that in the
nice.
supermarket.
Exactly, and
around
we forgot
82.
something as well, is a frozen peas we need.
So we're
a
going to
little
add the
bit.
peas.
Yes, please.
We're going to let that cook. It's going to take a
Exactly.
while to cook. So we're not going to have this stay with us for the whole time.
That's right.
Because
Yes.
from Whetting Appetite here, culinary, we have got some fantastic variety with our
Exactly.
acts
Neil,
tonight.
before you cut off,
Yes.
basically,
One
I'm
last
just telling you
thing.
roughly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to add the arborio
Yeah.
rice in a bit later when
Once
the
it's
meat's
all
gonna be
cooked up.
cooking, and then we start putting in the lovely stock.
Yeah.
It's been done for the last 2 hours. It's a chicken stock with a lot of bit of saffron inside. And then we start We call it in tabla. You know tabla?
No.
It's mountains in Algeria. That's
Okay.
where we come from, basically.
Yeah.
You see, and we call it mirraq.
Okay,
You put
so put more and more. You can never have too much.
That's right,
So
exactly it.
stay with us because
Yes,
we
thank
will be coming back to see the finished dish. But we have got an amazing night of entertainment for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting off with a firm favourite of stages around the world. She's a resident vocalist with Ronnie Scott's Jazz Orchestra. So I ask you, in Studio One, to please welcome the sensational Georgina Jackson.
When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, won't you make me sway? Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, sway with me, sway with ease. When you dance, you have a way with me, sway with me, stay with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my heart will see only you. Only you had that magic technique. When you sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Let me thrill as only you know how. Hold me close, sway me now. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Let me thrill as only you know how. Hold me close, sway me now. Cha-cha-cha. Thank you very much. Thank you very much and welcome here to this fabulous golf club and this most amazing variety. You know, we've got the paella in the back, we've got the band on fire, we've got everything happening, but we never know quite what's going to happen. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers play, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have a chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and sing, 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 sing. Everybody's got to swing. Maybe teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music, da 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 da. Let's face the music, da 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 da. Let's face the music, dance, dance. What a thrill to be here this evening. I can see you all. Can you stop picking your nose over there in Nottingham? Thank you very much. And this is going to involve some bit of clicking, so if you just put your tea down for a minute. Come on, boys. Can you do this? This song is by one of my favourite singers of all time. The sensual, the sexy, the sassy. All the things I wanted to be when I grew up. Miss Peggy Lee. Have you got it? You're not doing too good on the armchair over there. That's it, Philip, thank you. Anne's watching at home. She's clicking. Yes, she is. Say hello to her. Are you ready? Sing along with me. Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You're giving me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, a fever. Fever! In the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. Well, I light up when you call my name. You know I'm gonna treat you right. You're giving me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you really land, a fever. Fever. Tell you, sizzle, what a lovely way to burn. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you won't know. We've all been tested in here. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started long ago. Oh, oh. Fever started long ago. Fever started long ago. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the trees, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling a bit of Etta James. A 1, 2, 3. I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. But I want you to be true. And I just wanna make love to you. Oh, love to you. Ooh, love to you. Yeah, and I can tell by the way you walk that walk. And I can know by the way you talk that talk. And I can know by the way you treat your girl that I could give you all the love in the whole wide world. What I wanna do is make you there, just to make sure that you're well fed. I don't want you sad and blue. I just wanna make love to you. Ooh, love to you. I wanna make love to you. Put your feet down first. Love to you. And I just wanna make love to you. With appropriate social distancing. Thank you very much. Oh, we've got a very small and select audience here for you this evening. I'm going to do a bit of a romantic one now. We're feeling romantic there at home. You should be. You've turned Strictly off now, I hope. Good. Now's the time to get cuddled up on the sofa. Now, this tune I sang a few years ago with the BBC Big Band in a tribute to Peggy Lee. I don't know if anyone saw it. Did anyone see it? No. No one saw it. But anyway, it was repeated on the radio about 3 or 4 times. I don't know if you heard it. But if after this you want to hear it again, do write in, and if they play it again, I'll get £47.50. So that'd be very, very welcome. That's like a year's earnings now. Yeah, I know. Yeah. This one is called The Folks Who Live on the Hill. And this one is especially for my grandma. Here we go. She doesn't live on a hill. She lives in a nice bungalow in Standish. Someday we'll build a home on a hilltop high, you and I, shiny and new, a cottage the two can fill, and we'll be pleased to be called the folks who live on the hill. Someday we may be adding a wing or two, a thing or two. We will make changes as any family will, but we will always be called the folks who live on the hill. Our veranda will command a view of meadows green, the sort of view that seems to want to be seen. And when the kids grow up and leave us, we'll sit and look at that same old view, just we two, Darby and Joan, who used to be Jack and Jill, the folks who like to be called what they have always been called. You. Oh, they're lovely in here, aren't they? It's amazing what free beer will do. It really is. This one, Clive, let's kick this one off. Are you ready? Well, I love a bit of Peggy Lee, and I love a bit of Frank Sinatra as well. And when I was growing up, we only had a few albums in our house, actually. We had The Best of the Beatles, Wendy Craig Tells the Stories of Beatrix Potter, Frank Sinatra album, The Main Event, and a Rolf Harris album as well, I think. So I think I'll pay tribute to Wendy Craig and the Tales of Beatrix Potter. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. What's that doing? In other words, baby, kiss me. Come on and fill my heart with song. are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, baby, I love you. I do. This is a great one. I've got you under my skin. I have got you where? Can't get this stuff. I have got you deep inside of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I have got you, you're under my skin. I have tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. But how can I try to resist when, baby, I know so well that I got you, you're under my skin. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near. Spite of the warning voice comes in the night, it repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time that I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you, you're under my skin. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. 'Cause I've got you, you're under my skin. And I like you, you're under my skin. This is for all those Rat Pack fans and all my friends at work. If you're watching, you ready? Well, that's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, unemployed in May. But I know I'm gonna change my tune when we're back at work. When we're back at work next June. Yeah. Well, I say that's life. And funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. I ain't never gonna let it get me down. 'Cause this final world keeps spinning around. Well, I've been a puppet, a poet, a pirate, a pauper, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out till I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, but our hearts just won't buy it. If nothing changes come this July, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die.
gentlemen, tonight for you, Georgina Jackson! What a star and what a voice! Wow, Georgina Jackson, what a start to the show! Woo! Oh, wow, what an evening. Now, you will have seen at the bottom of your screens there is a link. You are going to see a lot of people on camera today, but you're also going to see, or you're not going to see, a lot of people off the camera, and there is a lot of us all come together to put this night together for you, just because we are the arts, and we will be back. But of course, this is not a paid-for gig. This is us wanting to entertain you because it's what we do, it's who we are. So if you're able to, please follow the link at the bottom of the screen there. It is an anonymous donation tip box. So if you're able to add to it, I know that once we share it all, I know that a lot of people will be indeed very grateful. Tonight, the variety that you're going to see would be shows on their own on some of the greatest theatres. But of course, as we know, they're not able to open. But we are bringing you a very special show for you tonight. So thank you so much for choosing to join in and tune in with us. Paul Cunane, I know you are watching as well as dancing, so I'm glad that the memories are coming back for you as well. But the next act, I know, is going to have you rolling in the aisles if you've got one at home, because they do say that laughter is the best medicine, and we have got the doctor of comedy here for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I still got it. It's Jeff Stevenson!
Thank you very much. I cannot believe we are live, ladies and gentlemen, with a live orchestra. Can you please give it up for the brilliant Neil Dunstall and, Clive Dunstall and the seven seamen, or musicians at home might think it's 6 young musicians shielding the bloke at the front. On his clarinet. Anyway, listen, you've been great, guys. So go and have a drink. I won't. Well, go and sit out there and laugh. Hopefully. Thank you very much. Let's hear it once more. Come on, our wonderful orchestra. Thank you, guys. Fantastic. I can't tell you how pleased I am to be here. I never thought, right, after all this time in lockdown and all this stuff that's been going on, I never thought that there would be a time in my career where I would walk on and say, it's good to be in Croydon. I mean it. No, it's really good to be here at this wonderful golf club. And I've never played here before, but I know it's a great golf club. Crowhamhurst Golf Club. Big round of applause to the people from Crowhamhurst for letting us do our shows. I actually play socially distanced golf, because when I play, I'm never near anybody else on the course at any time, which is fantastic. In fact, Track and Trace has been brilliant, because it found 15 golf balls that I lost at Moore Park in 1984. But it's been great. What a day in the news. I can't believe it. Sure. I don't know if you read this. Sure. I said that right. It was Sure. It's Sure, isn't it? Yeah, Sure. She has decided today, I've just read this, and it's in the Daily Mail, so it must be true. Sure has decided she's going to go and fly out to Pakistan, and she's just got back. Somebody's just dropped a glass. You'll be meeting the juggler later. So, Sure has decided that she's going to... Oh, I'm laughing. I haven't heard this joke yet. Is that new? Sure has decided she's going to fly out to Pakistan to keep a lonely elephant company. Did you hear this today? It's absolutely true. She's going to fly to Pakistan to keep a lonely elephant company. And we're worried about going to Kent to see our grandma. Might be right. If we get that right on the tape. Oh, this is it. But it is fantastic to be here. I was at the bar just now. We are just getting a little bit of refreshment with food, I have to tell you. Right? Because, no, it is. That's the legal thing now, isn't it? It's going to be, if you have a drink, you've got to have food. I could just see the guys now. Somebody's round. They've just got 7 pies in. So... But it's great to be here. It's been have you had a good year, lads? How can you lie? I can't, but it's been a horrible year. I mean, it really has, let's be honest. And I can't believe, because I was on a round-the-world cruise when it all happened. And when I got back, my mate said, where have you been? I said, I've been round the world. He said, be honest, would you have preferred to have gone somewhere else? And And it's great. And we are, all the entertainers tonight on the show, we all do the cruise ships quite frequently since our careers changed. And I was on a ship recently. Oh, not recently, obviously not recently, because no one's been on a ship for a long, long time. I was on a ship, and we were. it was honestly, the average age was deceased. I met this lady. I'm not waiting. I met. All these years in show business, and I'm in Ant and Dec's dressing room in the castle. So it is. So I was at the bar. I was at the bar here when it was open before lockdown, obviously, right? And I said to the barman, I was here a year ago. He said, I'm serving as fast as I can. I've missed the travelling. I really have. If anybody ever hears me on a ship saying, I want to spend more time at home, kill me. I'm looking forward to waking up in another bed than my own. But I don't do jokes about my wife or marriage because I've got my wife's here. She's lovely. She makes jokes about me. She said that when I make love, I'm like the lottery, a bit of excitement, balls drop, roll over. No, okay, and I am a comedian. Obviously, I just want to remind you that, people on YouTube, and it's been a killer of a year. But don't worry, I got a job, and there's a few other comedians that are doing this job, and it's a great job for a comedian to do. I got a job as a COVID marshal. Yeah, because if anyone can empty a room with this act, I can. So, my mum, I got my lovely mum. She's 82, and she'll kill me for saying that, but she won't even find you at YouTube yet. And she thinks it's in the cupboard, right? Mind you, I'm laughing. I thought Zoom was a pop group. So, I mean, I could just imagine these COVID marshals going around on Christmas Day, checking how many people from how many bubbles and how many families they've got in their house on Christmas Day. I tell you what, if they knock on my mum's door, just a warning, it won't be only the turkey that gets stuffed. So, but it's great. I saw a guy outside, because Croydon, I was in Streatham to make the joke sound better. And I did a pantomime here in Croydon many years ago at the Ashcroft Theatre. It was a low-budget show. It was a low-budget show. Snow White, one dwarf. Every time the 7 dwarfs were required on stage, this one dwarf walked on. He looked in the wings. He said, you 6 stay there. I'll sort this out. So, but we live in a weird world. I can't believe it. I mean, when the shops are open, the essential shops, obviously, not like all the shops that are open at the moment during this lockdown, when we all drive around and we sit in our cars and we say, what's going on? This is not a lockdown, all this traffic. And then you realise you're saying it and you're sat in a car too. No, just a social comment that actually didn't get... Don't worry, the people here have been warned to be COVID-friendly, and they've been warned not to laugh too loud, and they've taken that on. So, I worked with a comedian last week. He was on, but I didn't work with him last week. Obviously, it was many weeks ago in a socially distanced venue that was open during a time that wasn't the lockdown. We were eating out to help out. And I actually was... There was this comedian. He was on before me. It was so bad, the audience was still booing his act while I was on. And I know I'm talking on behalf of all the fantastic music we've got here tonight and the fantastic acts, that we miss the travelling. And I really mean that. Do you miss the travelling, guys? I do. I miss it. I miss the airports. I never thought I would say this, because I used to love it when you go to, like, we've got this really, I know we've got a few people who are in from watching in on YouTube from the States, and we used to love it when I used to talk to the Americans and tell them all about our wonderful airports that we have here in the UK. We have a very posh airport in the UK called Luton. Luton Airport is never closed because even the fog won't go to Luton. So I cannot believe I was there one morning. I was flying on EasyJet. I got upgraded. I got a seat, and I love Ryanair. Ryanair are fantastic. Ryanair, I really mean it. I'm not trying to get free tickets, but I really love Ryanair. A £2.50 return to Dublin, as long as you're travelling stark naked and you've got no hand luggage. It's a true story. I was at the airport and this guy walked in. We're all standing there, standing in line, because that's what we say, isn't it? We stand in, the Americans say they stand in line, and the Brits, what do we say? We queue. And if anybody is watching in from Germany, I'm not sure you've got a word for it. And lovely. Can you do this on YouTube? It's all right? Yeah, good. So, and this guy came in, and he goes straight to the front of the queue. And he's standing there, right? And he was going off on one of those stag parties to Estonia or Barcelona or somewhere, right? And he's dressed in fancy dress, right? He's dressed as Superman, right? Now, the woman at Ryanair, right? She's sitting there, she's looking down, never looks up. And so the guy's standing there, she looks up, she sees this guy dressed as Superman, and she said, "You can't fly like that." And he said, "I know, that's why I got a ticket." Thank you. So, and they always say stupid things to you. What was it, the woman at Ryanair a few months ago, back in March, when she said to me, she said, "You're overweight." I said, "Well, your roots are showing," but I wasn't going to mention it. So, and we fly, and hopefully, I know it's the middle of the night or it's early morning in Australia. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate the fact you're there. I love it when we go to Australia, and it's one of my favourite countries. I've got to be honest. When we can get in, it is absolutely fantastic. You go there, and you go to other countries. They ask you all these questions, like, they ask you, "Have you ever been a criminal? Have you got a criminal record?" They ask you all these stupid questions, but you go to lovely Australia. You get off the plane. I flew on Garuda Airlines, right? You get off the plane. You have been sat in economy for the last 56 hours. And you get to Australia, beautiful Sydney, Kingsford, Smith Airport. You get off the plane, and they're all there. All the security guys and the customs, they're all waiting for you. You go to all these other countries, they're not too friendly, ask you all those horrible questions. But you go to Australia, and what do they say? "Have you got any fruit?" I said, "Fruit?" I said, "I've been on Garuda Airlines for the last 56 hours, and you think I've got some fruit? Don't be ridiculous." And I've completely, when we come back, I will do a completely different end to this joke that I have now completely forgot. It's been that long since I've done this. I'm now thinking, where was the end of this? And I'm now looking for the band to help me out by playing me off, because the fruit gag will come back after the news, which, gentlemen, I cannot tell you how pleased I thank you very much. Have you reached a verdict? Listen, it is absolutely fantastic to be here, doing it almost live in front of people who are not the audience. But it is an absolute pleasure. I'm going to hand you back to my friend Neil, who's going to steer you through the rest of the evening. For me, Jeff Stevenson, thank you for listening, thank you for laughing, and thank you for donating, those that have. Good night. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, laughter galore from Jeff Stevenson. Oh, we are back, and we promised you variety, and what variety we have had so far. As Jeff said there, thank you so much for those donations. They are coming in. Thank you so much for the comments as well. We have got our lovely ladies there checking on the feed and the comments that you're making as well on our YouTube channel. So thank you so much for your support that you are bringing to us as well. Now, we have promised you lots more variety, but we need to reset both studios to bring you even more variety for this evening, because this is what your Saturday nights were about. This was what I remember growing up for. Saturday nights was all about good family viewing and entertainment at its very best, with variety top of the bill, and that's what we've got for you. But go and put the kettle on, make yourself a drink, but don't go too far, because we were going to be back here in 15 minutes. are. Thank you for joining us back for part 2, or act 2, because I did promise you even more variety. So thank you for staying with us. And as we say, and I want to say as well, thank you so much for all the continued comments in the break and the continued financial contributions you are making. You are helping us to save the arts and stay with who we are, true to our hearts. We are entertainers. You are our audience. So thank you for allowing us to connect with you this evening. Now, a lady who is going to connect you with her beautiful musical talent is here direct from Aberdeen. She's a virtuoso violinist. Please welcome Kay Stephen.
Hi, it's so great to be here tonight. I'm going to start with a couple of tunes that are a bit sort of Scottish in nature. I'm not able to be with my family up in Aberdeen at the moment, and I know that they love these tunes, and I hope you do too. This is the Ashokan Farewell and the Hangman's Reel. For those of you who are interested, this is my second fiddle, which is tuned a little bit differently. So I'm going to go back to this one now, and we're going to play you a bit of a violin tune bonanza arranged by the very excellent Callum Au with skill and much artistic integrity. So very much looking forward to this. If you let us know if you recognise any of the tunes, put them in the comments. I'd love to see what you hear.
sensational playing of Kate Stevens. Oh, wow. That playing absolutely amazing. Join me this side of the studio as well, because we are preparing even more variety for you. But before then, just a few shout-outs from us to you. So first of all, I just want to say to Anne Nash and to your friends and colleagues, thank you so much for digging so deep, and your financial support does indeed mean a lot to us, but apparently there's a little bit further you can dig, so thank you very much to all of you as well. I also want to say a big shout out to TC, Julie and Nick. I look forward to being back on board with the three of you as well, so thank you so much for your comments. And from our lovely lady there from Aberdeen, I know that we've got Liam up in Ayrshire watching, so Liam, I hope you're enjoying the show as well. It really is a wonderful time that we are able to unite and bring you what truly is dear to our heart, which is entertaining you. But thank you so much for allowing us to do it from the comfort of your living room. You're able to do this, and you're also able to do this. Yes, it is that anonymous donation, so from the comfort of your living room, wherever you happen to be sat, you can do that as well. It truly is quite simple. Click, 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 and the thumbs up from us as well, because as I said, there are a lot of people that you're seeing in front of the camera, but there are a lot of people behind the camera that you're not getting to see, and we are all doing this just because we want to. But if you can contribute to our financial stability, then it'd be much appreciated. But none of this would have been possible without the brains of one man, and I just want to draw attention to him. He is sat just beside me. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we please, at home, give a big round of applause to Mr. Pete Long! Woo! The man who has...
Bloody money! Ken, the bloody money! About to run out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Put so eloquently. But thank you so much. There you go, the link up there. But Pete, thank you so much for bringing us all together and truly allowing us for one night only to bring you a great night of variety. Now, we had in our first act a lady who is a tremendous addition and the female vocalist of Ronnie Scott's Jazz Orchestra, and she is back with more. And throughout the years of working on ships, when I first worked with her as well, small world it is, it turns out that from up in Liverpool, we are fellow alumni. So for Liverpool, hope she's doing it, but tonight she's back for more. So please welcome back the sensational Georgina Jackson!
The minute you walked in the joint, well, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender, good looking, so refined. Say, would you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. Well, I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender! Tonight, if you would. Wouldn't you like to have fun, fun, fun? How's about a few laughs, laughs? I could show you a good time. Let me show you a good time. Not that whoopie though. The minute you walked in the joint, well, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. Well, I don't pop my cork for every man I see. Hey, big spender! Hey, big spender! Hey, big spender! Is dedicated to everyone out there and one of my musical heroes and our musical hero in this band, Mr. Louis Armstrong. And I was lucky enough to play this one at a nudist camp in Orpington. But I hope you've got your clothes on tonight. If you've not, it doesn't really matter, but here we go. Hello, Dolly, well, hello. Dolly, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell. Dolly, you can tell. Dolly, you're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. And fill the room, swaying for the band, playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So take a rap, fella, find her an empty lap, fella. Dolly will never go one day. Thank you very much. Well, you all know it's been quite a strange year for musicians and entertainers, and I thought I'd just sing a little song. We knocked these lyrics up just as we're having tea before, and it's such a special night for me because I know all these people in so many different contexts. I know people from the cruise ships, I know people from Ronnie Scott's, I know people from just general life, and it's amazing to see all these beautiful people in one room. It's very, very touching for me, and I'm so grateful that everyone came tonight, and I hope we're giving you a really nice night entertainment on a Saturday night for you. That's what we want to do. But I thought I'd sing a little song about the plight of the artist. In COVID days, it's so confusing. The gallons of gel we're using, masks on our nose. Can't wait till it goes.
Can't wait till it goes.
And to make ends meet, us entertainers are told to become retrainers in heaven knows. Can't wait till it goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today. When what we do today is down the loo today. Can't wait till it goes. And so I know you've missed this just like us, hearing the music live as a buzz. So please donate to our show. May I say good health, thank you, from your tips to your toes. Oh yes, and once again we say we can't wait till it goes. Step, dee. Thank you very much. Gotta say a massive, massive thank you to Pete Long for organising all this tonight, and everybody here at the golf club and everyone behind the cameras. It isn't over yet. We've got incredible things coming up. Please stay with us, and you're not going to believe your eyes. I'm going to leave you with this one. You ready to sing along at home and in the room? Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and those dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where sugar melts like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, well, those birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Very much, this fabulous band. Thank you. I'm going to pass you back now to Studio One and the talents of the amazing Mr. Neil Kelly, who should be on the telly. He should. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, what fantastic vocals and playing there, not just from the orchestra, but of course, the divine Georgina Jackson. And we are back in the galley. We are back in the galley, cruise ship capers carrying on, and we're back in our Algerian Casbah. We are back in our Algerian Casbah. There's been many comments asking, is that paella ready yet? Well, chefs,
Yes.
is that paella ready yet?
Yes, it is ready. Yes.
It is ready, so we're all good. I mean, it's looking like we've got a bit of a Larry the Lobster on the top there. It's not lobster though, is it? What is this?
It's a langoustine.
The langoustine. So is that just for decoration, or is there meat in there that
No,
you would?
there's a lot of meat
Yeah.
in it, and a lot of people like it. It's the race from the lobster as well. So it is langoustine. It's freshly caught early morning from Como, basically.
You were out there on your boat, weren't you?
I wish.
Fish scooping it out. But it is, and I just want to say how great it is to see all these fresh ingredients that are available in any of your supermarkets, that you literally can have, a go at cooking, can't you? This is the right time to do it as well, isn't it?
It is. It's really definitely, and it's nice in winter time and spring as well. Summer is beautiful meal, basically.
So basically, it's a year-round dish that you'd quite happily serve up to anyone and everyone.
It is. We do serve it quite a lot anyway, so.
You do. Now, I have to say, for you out there, I am very sorry, but you can't have any. But I'll do the tasting for you. Just none of that green stuff, please. None of that coriander.
You all know you don't like coriander anyway.
My poor mom over the years, she knows how fussy I am.
And, have a look.
Oh, look at this. Now, I know I said it earlier, but this really does
That's beautiful.
smell amazing.
Let's put a little bit of a stock basically on top
A little
of
bit
that.
of stock
and then
on
you
that.
can try it
Now,
anyway.
the stock you said again was the chicken stock, wasn't
It
it?
is a chicken stock. It's been done quite early afternoon today, and the pile has been covered by the tin foil just to simmer a little bit. And I hope it's going to be nice. You don't have to say it's beautiful and tasty.
But
We will
there's
see,
3 of
we
them
will
and
see,
1 of
we will
me.
see.
I will
We'd
give
like
it,
your
I'll give it a
feedback.
try. No, I will.
Go, yes.
I'm looking forward to this. Here we go. Oh my wow. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting to enjoy it.
Really?
I'm a
That's
fussy
nice.
eater. My mum will testify to that.
Here we go. You're gonna get
Whenever
it.
I go over there, I don't think she likes it. Just for that. But that's actually really nice. Nothing seems to overpower.
No, not at all. Not
You've
at
got-
all. It's nice
oh.
and easy to eat as well.
But I've got a
It's
little bit of that heat now
it
coming
is,
in.
Yes, it is. Nothing to do with the chili as well. It's a bit of the spices.
Yes.
So you've got a lot of paprika there and.
I'm tasting
and
the
black
saffron now.
pepper. It is.
Oh,
yeah.
that-
It's a lovely Iranian.
That's good.
saffron.
No, so there we go. Now,
It's quite
it
fishy.
is an amazing dish. It's a wonderful combination. Like you say, its origins are from Spain, but you truly have given it, you know, that
We have.
Algerian twist, haven't you?
Exactly. There shouldn't be any coriander in it, and some of the Moroccan, North African allspice, which has got about 11 the chefs done it, Mustafa. Yeah.
11 spices
Yeah,
in there.
it-
Wow.
It is, yes, it's a homemade spice.
Yep.
In Arabic called tawabil, is that right, guys? Yeah, this ingredient is beautiful, and I hope the crowd will love it today.
I think the crowd out there are going to love it. And I think it'd be great to obviously try it at home. Now, as you said, this would feed, you say, about 20, 30
I
people.
would say at least, yes, of course.
Yeah, no, it is. It is wonderful. I mean, I can still feel the warmth of it now. Absolutely beautiful dish.
Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, thank you so much
Thanks very much
for
as
creating
well.
this. Not obviously, you're keeping yourselves going. Obviously, takeaway, all that kind of
Whatever
food.
it is, yeah.
Keeping you all busy as
Thank
well.
you
This is
so
our
much.
takeaway tonight.
Thank you.
Now, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having
I'm
me.
sure there's a few dishes there that need cleaning, isn't there now?
It is, yeah, it's all
One
done
or
anyway,
two.
so we're
No.
ready to go. So just a bit of pieces
All
and
messing in together.
Lovely.
Now, we are going to move on to our final act tonight. Now, this is a gentleman who I met working on ships many, many years ago. Aging both of us now. I think it was last century that we first got together, and that's where he met his lovely wife, Claire. He is a fantastic and gifted comedy juggler. So, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please welcome the one, the only, Pete Matthews!
Aye, aye! Oh! We've got a fan! Oh, you're gonna love this! This is super cool! Oh yeah, baby! You know, I have to do this. I have to do this trick kneeling down. Wow, still, it's how I got the job. Oh, hang on, we're coming back up again. Up, 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 up. In fact, let me tell you about this trick. This is called the 5-ball bounce. And last year, in the US city of Philadelphia, I set a new world record doing this trick. The previous record was held by a German chap at a little over 7.5 minutes. Well, I'm delighted to tell you, I smashed it. Yay! With a new Guinness record of my own. 52 minutes and 17 seconds. Ah, yes. And I'm hoping to break my own record here tonight. I hope you're comfy. Go put the kettle on. Here we go! Yo! Hey, just bring it down a little bit. How cool are this band? How cool are this band? Oh my gosh. Listen, folks, that was 5. I'm going to try it. Here's 7. Thanks, Matt. Give us a drum roll, brother. Keep the kick in. There you go. Here we go. Yeah! Yo! Come on! Give us some sax, brother. This is great. Do you know, I got a bit emotional during that because I've not heard that track played by an orchestra since February. So, honestly, I'm totes emotional. Anyway, listen, it's got to be said, boys, you nailed it, you kicked it. Come on, one more time, give it up. Climbing the boys, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. Wow, you know what? It's a special day. So I know, listen, we're all used to working on cruise ships, and we're all here tonight. Many of us have not earned anything since February, March time. So there is a thing across the bottom there for PayPal. Please do give generously, whatever you can. It helps us all out. Isn't that right, Clive? I know. He's got a guy. Great kisser. So, but listen, there is hope for the cruise. There is hope for the cruise industry, because I know they just announced in Southampton they're spending £50 million on a new ship dock, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I mean, Southampton, great for me, because I live in Bournemouth. Hello, Bournemouth, hello. See, I like it down south. I like it down there. But all last summer, 2019, way back then, when we were all working, I was joining ships in Dover, in England. Yeah, now listen, lads, Dover, not the greatest place that Britain has to offer. But it is the first place the French see when they come over, so we leave it like that. So, I miss ships. I miss being on the ships. I miss the food. I've wasted away since being at home. I tell you about my cobble? No, but I have. Genuinely. I do. I miss ships. I miss the restaurants. Lads, you've been on ships. You know what it's like. They have the restaurants. They have everything on there. They have staff for everything. I mean, they have a drinks waiter that gives you drinks. That's his job, to give you drinks. They have a food waiter that gives you food. That's his job. They even have a head waiter. I don't actually know what he does. But listen, I'm not explaining it. I'll tell you what. Get ready, Matt. Here we go. You know what, folks? Tonight is all about danger. Oh, yes. And I can give you danger. Yes, they are real. Yes, they are dangerous. And yes, I'm going to juggle them. Listen. Oh. I got this. Keep going. All right. So, that's all I do with them. You know, it's funny. People often say to me, "Oi, you, get out of my back garden." No, they don't. Here's another one you won't get, Clive. No, people say to me, "Pete, tell me something. You're a juggler on a cruise ship." I often am. A juggler on a cruise ship. Is it more difficult to juggle when the ship's rocking? Yeah. Okay, so tonight, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to break it down. The 3-ball juggle. Start off with just 1 ball, and you have a box. From the right hand, I throw to the left corner and down. From the left hand to the right corner and down. 1-ball juggling. Wow, this lockdown's having an effect. You guys are easily pleased. The 2nd ball. As the 1st ball gets to the top of the box and comes down, the 2nd ball comes underneath. 1, 2, catch, catch. Now, this is where it gets more difficult. The 3rd ball. 1 more ball than hands. He's one of our chefs. Anyway, this... Clive, nothing? All right. Listen, here we go. Try this one. 3 balls, the flash start. Okay, a few tricks. All right, I guess that wasn't flash enough. Matt, help me out here. The flash start. Wait. No, stop already. What is that, a Christmas present? Here we go. A few tricks. The basic cascade, the reverse cascade, the shower, a 2-ball shower under a 3-ball shower. A trick called Mills Mess. My good friend Steve Mills, a trick called Steve Mess. Difficult trick. However, there's one trick you folks are going to love. Clive, not sure about you. But the rest of you are going to love this trick. This trick is known as the invisible piece of string. Wait for it. Hup. Oh, you see? Wait, look. Look. Forget it. Wait. Help me out. I do tricks like this. Stuff that takes years and years and years to learn. Nothing. I do a dopey trick where I don't even let go of the ball. And you all applaud. No. I'm just holding it. Oh, Pete, that takes me back. All right, so... No. Oh, for the love of God. I'll do an easy one for you. 2 snakes. And they're slithering along. Sliver. Psst. Oh, man. That acid's really kicking in. So 2 snakes slithering along. 1 snake says to the other snake, "Here, Sid, tell me something. Are we poisonous?" To which Sid replied, "Dunno. Why do you ask?" He said, "I just bit my lip." I just bit my lip. Figure out, you get this. A juggler on a motorbike. Run. Ah! Drum roll, Matt. Drum roll, brother.
Oh. Yeah, go on.
Oh, wait. Sorry, just a second. So wait. This little wedgie thing's coming out there. Hey. Close. Glad you turned up for rehearsal. So, leave it, Matt, you're good. I'll tell you what. Listen, we're going to do this. Juggling the axes. Matt, do me a favor. Give me a beat. Just a bang. But no, wait, listen. No, I can't do 1 and 3. We're not in America. Give me 2 and 4. Just there. No, yeah, go on. There it is. Kick it on. Okay, folks, at home. Come on. Here we go. Gene Krupa. C chord coming up. Here we go. Ho!
Oh my God. Yeah!
Pick it up. Oh, yes!
Let me just get rid of these. Oof. Sorry, Jeff. All right, listen. I'll tell you what. Oh, cheers, everybody. Cheers. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's the only time you're going to see me drinking water from a Guinness glass. Oh, wait. Check this out. No, check this out. Ready? Water juggling. Wait. Call it a sixth sense, but I reckon you want more. You ready for this? It's a little diddling. Okay, here we go. Water juggling. I know. It's wrong on so many levels. Is there a towel? Jeff, can you throw me that towel? Just throw it. I'll go. I would say he had one job, but he messed that one up too. So, listen, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Listen, Jeff was starting to tell a fantastic joke earlier, and I'll try and finish it for him. So, I miss traveling. Not only do I miss traveling, but I miss traveling into the United States of America. You remember that, lads? Going to America? Oh, my goodness. So I'm traveling to America, and I get through security. I get into the TSA line, and I'm going through there, and this enormous security guard's there like this, and he sees my suitcase go through the x-ray machine. And you can imagine, right? You can imagine. And the x-ray goes, and I see this guy look at the little screen and do this. And his eyes pop, and I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble now. Anyway, he calls someone else over, and there's another TSA agent comes over. They're looking at the little screen. Their eyes are doing the same. They call over a third agent. Big lady, huge lady comes over. Big beard. She comes over. Finally, there's 5 of these agents all looking at this TV screen at my suitcase going through the x-ray machine. And then they ask those immortal words to me. Sir, do you have any fruit in your luggage? This is where Jeff left off. And I said, fruit? No, I don't have any fruit. And they're saying, what's that? What's that? Pointing at my juggling balls. And I said, they're juggling balls. They went, okay, carry on. And I went, wait. Are you not worried about the axes and the knives? And the American looked straight in my eyes and said, no, son, you're in America. We have guns. Have a nice day. And that, listen, I'll tell you what. Many a true word said in jest, but that happened just like that. Listen, I'll tell you what, I've got to wrap this up. I don't want to keep you too long. It's after 8, and I'm sure some of you at home have got to take a pill. So, what I want to do, I'm going to maybe have to walk off camera and say, over here, this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the unicycle. Now, I love the unicycle. My kids love the, I got two kids. 12 and 15. I know, strange names, but we love them. Do you know, my kids used to be called 1 and 4. I need new jokes. So, what? I would worry that they're watching, but there's not a chance they're watching this at home. There's about as much chance of my children watching this as my mother finding it on YouTube. So, anyone that's seen my act before realizes at this point I need 4 volunteers. Well, I'm not going to get them. So, I'm going to do the free mount of the unicycle. This involves putting your left foot on the tire, right foot on the pedal, jumping right up on top of the unicycle. Now, I saw a chap in Barcelona do this very badly. I love Barcelona. You guys like Barcelona? Oh, I love Barcelona. I went down the Ramblers. I was down the Ramblers, in fact, with my kids. I was walking down the Ramblers with my kids back when we were allowed to travel with them and stuff. And you know what? So I'm down the Ramblers, and there's this statue, the living statue. I said to my son, 12, he's 12. I said to my son, Milo, if you go over and you put €5 in that man's bucket, he'll move a little bit. And my son said, quick as a flash, sharp lad, said, Dad, I reckon if I went over and took a whole bunch of money out of his bucket, he'd move a lot. God, I love him, right? Anyway, this is the unicycle mount. Left foot, right foot, all the way up. Matt, do me a favor, give me a drum roll for this. Here we go. Stop! You're putting me off. I'm kidding. I didn't get the memo for the white jacket. All right, here we go. Left foot on the tire, right foot on the pedal, and all the way up. Hup. I know I make it look easy. You know, in the true circus tradition, you have to make it wrong a few times. to build the tension. I wish I could do this. One more time. Here we go. Left foot on the tyre. I can feel everyone on the edge of your seats. Hop. Shut up! I don't know how long I can stay on here. Listen, I tell you what. Neil, orange peel. Hey, Neil, would you mind? Come over here. Would you give a big round of applause for Master of Ceremonies, Neil Kelly. Thank you. Look at that, he's completely sanitized. Thanks, mate. That's the first time in your life. So, what a lovely man. Listen, everybody. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sure you enjoyed Strictly. I'm glad you're here now. My name is Pete Matthews. Thank you very, very much. Good night. Hup. Yay! Matt, stop. Listen, I will do this for real, but you better clap and scream at home and donate like you mean it. Good night. One more time. Hup. Oh, yes!
And when they put through their marks there, fantastic orchestra there as well. Now, before I go any further, a few more shout-outs as well. First of all, to my teaching colleague, Catherine Russell. I'm so glad that you stayed up late to come and join us for this tonight. So, Catherine, thank you very much. We've also got, we've got a few more. I've got to say, we've got Alan Berlin wants a shout-out. Oh, for Lisa in the Netherlands. We've made it over there. We are over in the Netherlands. Now, I also know that we are in Switzerland. The lovely Gabrielle Goldbeck is there as well. Love your chocolate and love your company. So I'm glad that you were able to join us as well. And speaking of joining us, it was probably a couple of hours ago that we went live and that you have been on this epic journey with us where you have allowed us to, as I say, do what comes to us naturally, which is to entertain. We can't retrain. This is who we are. This has been a delight for us, and I hope it has been for you. So, in this, our finale, I think it's time that we bring back the stars of Cruise Ship Capers! Bringing back, first of all, the sensational Georgina Jackson! Oh, and the sensational comedy of Jeff Stevenson! And this fruit. And, of course, the lovely violinist. She was here as well. Kay Stephen! And how can we forget that zany madcap comedy juggling of the one and only Pete Matthews? Woo-hoo! There is only one way we can go out with this. Georgina, it's over to you.
And we mustn't forget our amazing host with the most, Mr. Neil Kelly. Thank you, Neil. Thank you. I hope you're all up in your living rooms, kicking your legs up. You ready? Start spreading the news. Come on, boys. I'm leaving today. Where you going? Nowhere to go. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right to the very of it. In old New York. Here you go. If I can, come on, I can see it. Make it there, I'll make it. Anyway, it's up to you, New York, New York. This amazing band, give it up. Woo, yeah. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find out they number one, top of the list, queen of the hill, hey number one. These, thank you very much everybody for such an amazing night. Thank you so much for everybody here. It really means an awful lot, and we hope you've had a good as night as we have. These little town blues. Good night. They're all melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Full theme, full theme. Full theme, full theme.